Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of almost called it the wrong name, of Bastion. I'm so used to my other series, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I almost said The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Oh, silly me. Last time, our little Ura friend Zolf discovered something in the journal that we brought back that made him very angry, and so he broke and took a bunch of parts of the Bastion. Now I have to go back and get them all. So no longer will we be getting cores and unlocking new things, which is fine because we've unlocked everything. Now we are just trying to fix the Bastion and figure out what's going on with Zelda. Let's see, last time we unlocked these proving ground, I think the proving grounds are best to be done at the beginning of the episode, so that's what I'm going to do first. We're going to go to Slinger Range. Bounty hunters longing to explore the wild unknown were wise to train here first.
Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
Now, the fact that there is completely different dialogue on the pop-up screen and the what our friend is saying makes me think that the decision to have voiced over for a lot of these things was put off really till the later stage of the game, because I could see him not saying anything and this just being an average, it would just be a regular old game with no really that unique concept other than the combinations of weapons and such, and heavily requiring you to be good at countering. But the commentary really puts it over the top as being something very unique when it came out. And it's not been repeated as far as I know.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
We of course have had games where there's a commentator on the top of it. But I don't think we've had any games where the commentator actually comments on what the player is doing, even since the release of this game. If anybody knows of any, I'd love to hear of it. Let's do this. Destroy the target.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop.
Tapping on the X
Those
button.
pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger.
Not doing very well here.
Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge.
How come all the guys look like me? All the targets look exactly like me. What does that say?
The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
So I got a score of 311. It seemed like you would need 500 to get to the next prize. So I need to definitely do some upgrades to this gun if I was going to try and get further. Get a faster firing speed for sure, stronger bullets.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the Calamity.
There's something worth mentioning. We had that whole level set to Pith, and then we really don't have any levels for any of the other gods. They could have easily had 9 more levels, each one set to 5th, focusing on how their gods affected their society. It doesn't seem like they really did. It seemed like nobody really worshipped them that much. So now we go to Joslin's Bog, where a shard has been detected. It rests somewhere in this field, fetid, overgrown marsh known for driving men mad. It's not field, it's fetid. I'm sitting very far away from my screen. It's hard to read the words.
The less said about Jocelyn Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Let's do this.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jocelyn Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back.
So we're looking for shards. I guess they're not...
Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
They may not be actual pieces of the Bastion. They may just be... The loading screen said they put the shards there to try and expand their city.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Doesn't look like we can get over there. Although I thought we could. Real problem with this game about just showing what you can do and what you can't do, as far as where you can go and what you can walk on. And having fog over it doesn't help my eyes.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
I would say if they were going to make a Bastion 2, this whole sky stuff needs to be reduced severely to about probably half of the levels, and instead just have land levels where you can't fall, bigger areas where things actually occur. Really, I'm not going to get like any shards or anything.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Oops. Seems like I've just gone. The wild unknown spanned much of the continent.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Now, apparently hallucinating. Doesn't seem like I can get
Wherever he is. It's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms.
We were here before.
Kid pops him good. There's no way out.
Oops. Spending too much time trying to avoid the dust guys, and instead I advise me.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. say to a kid who's seen too much. I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
That's like a list of all the things I've found. All the things. They love me. Has everything else been a dream?
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Saloon?
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out. He's a petty thief. Succeeds where the Calamity failed.
Oh, do I really have to kill him? Do I really have to go down? I can't jump. I think I have to go smash. Sucks. Look, it's even telling me.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls.
Was it all
Years
dream?
of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Oh man, really?
Don't know where he's gone.
Really,
Might be
what a
gone for good,
terrible,
for all I know.
terrible thing to do to my viewers. Alright, let's just...
Wherever he is. It's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops 'em good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Trying my best to beat this as fast as possible.
I'm Zolf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Calamiti's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out. He's a petty thief. Succeeds where the Calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
So, more indication that you could interpret this as all
He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
But of course you can interpret.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant.
Really adds anything.
He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone.
So, maybe an indication that he had a little plush Pith that he slept with.
He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Fighting myself.
His friend, he's come undone too.
Killed myself.
He sees what's left undone.
Ordinary campsite, take some more. Pack ore. Just make that fire, place wood. Start a fire, rest. Take more ore and pack more ore. Rest next to the bed. Trippy. Blue.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Let's take the shard and get out of here. This place is crazy.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things. Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
I'm really far away from using the weapon.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you
Oh, I'm
lose your
stuck.
mind.
Stuck. I don't want to get too close. He's got some kind of ability to lock me in place. Not doing great. Not doing great. This has just been an episode of fail.
Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Well, these little guys, the tall ones, are the ones that can trap me. So now we're zoomed in a little bit more. Still kind of zoomed out. Couldn't have picked that up at the end of until this point, because I could have seen it before that point.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
So in the dream, you're the one that causes the calamity. You're the one that
A shard is like a
kills
poor
all the
man's
people.
core, but beggars can't be choosers.
Ah. So the shards aren't parts of the monument. They're just.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Ooh. So what can I do?
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Oh. So I could get better distillery things. I could get better weapons, perhaps? Better shrine things? Let's just see what they'll say. A true arsenal grants access to trap or snare, a powerful secret skill. So that just gets us a secret skill. A true forge grants access to 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking their full potential. Ooh, I think that's the one we're gonna pick. A true shrine grants access to new idols and the most elusive members of the Pantheon. The Pantheon is a group of gods. A true memorial grants access to new vigils and remembrance of the Calamity. And that's a difficult chance. A true lost and found grants access to additional inventory, including new spirits. So the choice is between the memorial or the forge. I think when we go look at the forge, I have 500 fragments, so it wouldn't help really to upgrade the foundation. So let's upgrade the memorial.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Now I have 2 new levels of more things to do. Quickly put 12 bullets in a single foe without missing. Place a foe with a thrust of the brusher's pike. We don't even have the brusher's pike yet. Use the forge to upgrade several weapons to a 3rd level. Well, we've already done 2 to a 3rd level, so that'll get us 2,000 scrap. Not scrap, that's my series FTL, 2,000 fragments. Gather the fragments of the old world. We've already done 5,000. It was counting even before we had unlocked it, but I doubt it would give us the benefits until we unlocked it. Gain enough experience to reach level 5. That'll give us 1,000. Next level, 1,500 fragments. Create every structure in the Bastion. Well, we're about halfway through there. Or over halfway through, actually. Survive a trip to who knows where with at least 1 shrine idol active. 3,000. So, find one of these that wouldn't really hurt me too bad. and do the pipe. Hit the pipe again. So pick one of those, turn it on, and then go do that. For 3,000 fragments, that might be worth it later on, but I want to upgrade all my things first. We now have +1 chance to carry on if we're defeated. We kind of need that, because that would give us a second continue. Had a little bit of problem in this episode of Band. Let's see. Stab synth or lunkhead liquor. Let's see, if I get lunkhead liquor and then dual decider and then this, it's just waste all of our that one. Now, absorb stray fragments, fetching fizz. Probably not the best thing to really have. It's just speeding it up a little bit. It's not like fragments are really littering the screen and all that. It would be smarter to do something else. Let's just do 10% max.
A sip of lunkhead liqueur will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag.
Let's get away from this weapon. Now for the B button options, the only ones I really like are the hammer and the war machete.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
We need 625 to upgrade that one, 750 to upgrade that one, 400 to upgrade this one, and 325 to upgrade this one. I have all 3 upgrades items already. So we're pretty set. Let's see, what did we unlock?
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
So we got the shard from that area, and then we just have another area. I think this was probably over the halfway point this episode in the game, which is good because up until this episode, or the last episode, I was afraid that the game was going to end right there. So it is twice as long as I thought. I'm feeling like it's still not time to go back and do any of these proving grounds. It's just not going to help us that much. Well, we could do the Bullhead Court. Bullhead Court one is usually is the one that
Court is
doesn't
back in
require
session for the kid.
Upgrades. There's no upgrades really.
Old ritual for when folks believe there was this godlike bull watching over them.
This is 99% skill.
Had to make do with nothing but a shield.
There's a pattern here. Not doing very well. But if you clear out the place fast, you only have to deal with one at a time. Usually. It's a little slow, actually. I gotta hold it twice there. It's 1, 2, 3 on those guys. Come on, you guys gonna attack? I think I need to probably have some different tails. I'm taking 19 hits. 20.
The smarter ones knew when to just step aside and let things go.
I can't heal. I can't heal. Why can't I heal?
The kid makes it out in one piece.
32. Wow. And we got a visual done for that. So that was 32. It would have taken us 15. Can't hit the Y button in this area. Interesting. So even though I had plenty of health, if I had taken enough damage, I would have died. 15's the next one to get some more fragments. Not super useful or necessary to do this proving ground. Just
Well, the kid always wanted to compete in the bullhead trial.
trial by combat. Certainly not something most of our societies would agree upon.
The menders, they had thankless jobs, the most important kind. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own. Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Having the bullets actually fire and not miss as much as they are is helpful.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
Alright, a couple more upgrades. This is great news. So we made some good progress today, even though this was really an episode of failure. Hopefully we don't have any more episodes like that. We only failed a little bit. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out with YouTube. If you want to support me through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. Go to my main YouTube page. On there, on the right, is a blue button that says support this channel. Any amount you can donate will be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus or Steam or Battle.net, All that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me having to start over again in the middle. Have a good evening.